Yo, tell them what you want, what you really, really want. Man, your man's is out of practice. Hold on, gotta do some things. Man, the craziest thing is I get the recent Ecamm update logged me out of Zoom. So Paul and Aubrey are probably like where that man's went, but you know what it is. We'll get there. Anyway, it's Q&A time. If you have questions, let them go. I've been, out of the mix for a hot minute. Good fun, good stuff's happened. And let me know, curiously, if you can hear the 3D printer because it's going off right now. it's having a field day. All right, let's see. Check over here. Make sure things are working. There we go. But yes, if you have a cue, let me know and I will A them. Let's see. Cranky, cranky. And come over here. Oh my God, you're killing me. Who's the guy who put on the two-factor authentication? You, dude. You. Man, it's been crazy just trying to get the studio back together. I take everything apart in order to do these here things. And oh my goodness, it just becomes an absolute mess. What is up, Michelle? What is up, Paul? Good to see you. I took everything, I mean everything apart in order to go. And now I got to come back and try to put this all back together. It's a pain in the butt. And actually today, while we're, answering your questions, Gretchen should be here soon, hopefully. We were talking about nuking and paving. So I nuke and paved my machine and it was glorious. But I want to do it again. And for not that first machine, for this machine. Oh, there she goes. She's actually here. She's listening. So I'm going to give the instructions. And I thought about it yesterday about turning this into a video, but it's I got to come up with a different solution because I already did my notebook, and that would have been the MacBook. Sorry, I won't say notebook. That would have been the one to do the video for, because I could, camera externally. On this machine, the studio is going to be harder because it's just the camera angles will be dumb and it won't really look as good. Doesn't really require video. It's literally just a matter of steps, and I can explain what those are. And it's good because I'm going to plan to do this one, and since I'm going to plan to do this one, I actually most of the things I know in my head. But if I were doing this for a customer, I would write a list, or there's a process. So I'm going to show you the process as if I was going to do this for somebody else, because for myself, I kind of know what it is. Anyway, I'm trying to find the dang Zoom link so I can open the damn room. I am way out of practice. Jesus Christ. I know the last time I sent one to Paul, he said it was wrong. So let me try now. Maybe Paul started the last one. That could have been it as well. Copy. Let me see if that works. Dun, dun, dun. And the zoom started. It's spinning. Man, it's this machine wasn't hard. Oh, there. See, they're already in there. I was right. Ha ha. I knew Paul started the meeting. Jerk face. Now you can hear me twice, Paul. Ha ha ha. All right, let's make sure everything's working. Well, he's digging his nose. Put him over here. See, told you. Uh-oh, nobody can hear you. It's not working. I'm gonna fix
Can you
this.
hear me?
Now I can hear you. Hold on, I'm gonna squirt you. There you go. Let's put it right here.
Be gentle.
Look, this Doc Rock is the nicest person ever. That actually kind of fits. Oh, I'm a little bit fatter than Paul, just about that much. this, wait, this arm. Look, this is super creepy. The kind of dumb stuff you can come up with when you use Ecamm. It's like, Luis, you bitch, I'm gonna need you to. Let's put Paul back in the corner. where Paul goes over here. Yo,
Should
okay.
I turn
So
around?
before I get into my nuke and pave situation, I gotta show you something, Luis. I am in the middle. I just printed this, and I got the other one where the candle goes right here. But now I'm gonna go today and look for candles that you don't need fire. Like they just flicker, and then I can stick this in the window. And since my office is in the church building, when all the little kids walk by, I'm gonna put like mad stupid Halloweeny 3D printed stuff in the window so they can have to find Jesus. But this cool. I'm gonna put the middle finger one in my window in the office in the church building. Then the other thing, Luis, I'm gonna stop talking to Luis. Everybody, hold on. Oh, Paul sent the link. Thanks, Paul. It came now. That is not helpful now. I'm gonna come here. Damn it! I hate when the new phone switches to the collections instead of your library and photos, right? And I thought I set the setting to make it stay permanently, but I guess I didn't. When you open the Photos app, it goes to collections and it puts it in some kind of weird order. Well, I mean, you can adjust it, of course. It's very easy to adjust. But I just like to go to the library because I normally only go in there because I need sort of the last thing, right? That's the primary target. All right, almost done. And then I'm finished. Okay, here you go, Luis. This is what I'm doing now. Is an octopus. And then the arms is like this, and you stick the wine bottle. Remember the one at Katie's house, Paul? The one that's on the counter? Yeah, I'm making one of those for Karen's sister. Cause Nana, she's a wino. All right. So see, Louise, you come up with the good stuff. My turn. Okay. So I'm gonna do this on a piece of paper and screen because it'll make a little bit more sense. And you guys know I can't type no how. So I'm just looking for my, oh, it's in my journal. Damn it. I need you know when you write in the paper, you don't want it to go all the way through? It's called a pencil board, but I don't want to use weird words. If I was Doc and I needed a pencil board, what would I do? I would take a piece of black cardboard from Phone Accessory and I'll cut one. Ha ha! Damn. Yep, of course I did. I put the Milwaukee on the Scadis on the wall. That's when you clean. Anybody clean their office so good that you don't know what the heck you did with something? Oops. Oops. All right. At least I have a scissors, I think.
I do that with my life every day.
Right? Oh my God. Dude, before we came, I got a new license and I put it, there it is. I put it like somewhere safe. And what happened was I covered it with the blankets, right? Because we just got our AC fixed and it's cold as hell in my house. So I have my blanket out. So I covered it with the blanket. And then getting ready to pack, I had the backpack, on top of the blanket so I can put everything in it, check all the accoutrement, make sure everything is everything. And I was like, damn, dude, I just got this brand new license in the mail. I can't find it. I went crazy, bro. I went crazy looking for it. And when I came home, I needed to use the blanket. And then the license came flying out. And I was like, some bitch. So I was driving around up there. My license is, okay. But the part where the hologram for Hawaii goes in the corner from just going in and out my wallet all the time, it's opened up just enough that a piece fell out, so it's transparent on one corner. And I'm like, there'll be just one freaking TSA agent that has a heart on, or is I don't know, just anti-doc for some reason, and I would be stuck. So I didn't want to travel with that, which is why I ordered a replacement license. And it was super stupid. All right, let me
Yeah,
do this.
anytime I go to put something someplace and my brain says, "Oh, I'll remember this," it's like warning flags. It's guaranteed I will forget.
Right? The stuff we tell our brain's going to do, our brain is like, you don't tell me what to do. I'm in charge. Ooh,
Like, I'm going to
okay.
file this in one of those dead brain cells from the 70s.
There we go. I'll blame it on the 70s. Um, you could be like, what's the dude from Michelle's hometown? You can blame it on the alcohol. I think his name is T Pain. He's on YouTube all the time. Got it. Oh yes. Now the idea is to cut this paper without cutting the desk. This is a whole lot of work just to do this with a marker. It's really stupid. I could just mess up the notebook, but notebooks are 85 cents. So why not give yourself a fake pencil board? Okay, now we got that. We're gonna get a Sharpie because I like to write
I was
in
doing something
Sharpie.
very similar to what you were doing, cutting a piece of paper or so. I can't remember what it was. And so I'm sitting here trimming it, and the next thing I know, there's a hole in my shirt.
I thought you was gonna say your finger. At least it was just your shirt, right? You definitely don't want to be
Well,
chopping off no fingies up in here. All
and then
right.
I grabbed when I was packing to go to camp. I grabbed that shirt and I had it in. So the first day of camp, I have I put that T-shirt on and didn't realize what I did until I got to camp and I looked down and I was like, why am I seeing a piece of my tummy in through the shirt? And it's like I had this shirt with a hole on it.
It's like the honey bunch of oats is gonna touch your tummy with the taste of nuts and honey. I don't know if you should sing that song. Somebody might take it wrong with the taste of. Oh my God, yo, we were at camp, and the Jeopardy question was ingredients inside of candy bars. And then so everybody was blurting out answers, and then it got to the part where it had to pass to the different team, and they needed to yell out an answer. And it was like, "What's the answer?" And I was like, "These." Kid said, "These nuts." I was like, I didn't expect homie to be right there, but Kim was right there with me. Oh my God, it was super funny. All right, never mind. That was funny to me. All right, Gretchen, pay attention. Don't hit nothing while you're driving, okay? You can just listen. It doesn't have to be visual, but just listen. This is for Gretchen, but anybody else who wants to do a nuke and pave. First, let me explain why I do a nuke and pave tend to be every 6 months if I'm hella busy or in a project, or Paul is like, don't touch anything until after camp. I get it. I was about to, and then I was like, oh no, what if something comes up? I got camp and car party. This would be really stupid. So I waited till after. Soon as I came home, like I wanted to do the notebook on the plane because I was getting so frustrated with it. And so let me explain why you would do a nuke and pave. I felt like my pewter was starting to slow down. And this is a M2 MacBook Pro fully loaded. Like it shouldn't slow down, even though at this point it's about to be M5 in about a week and a half. No leaks. It's just you can feel it. I don't know how to describe it, but you can feel it. Like Windows move around a little bit weird. I had mouse jumpiness when I was doing one video at camp. Anybody saw that on the channel? And like that's a sign, right? Just go home, nuke and pave it, come back. Now, why do I feel comfortable nuke and paving my machine? Because my joint is backed up tightly. Like my joint is super, super backed up. And I highly suggest, especially if you happen to live in the same town with your siblings, the next time Best Buy has something like the 8 terabyte on sale for like 120 or whatever, it's slow, yes, but you go cop one of those. You make a safety copy of your machine as it sits, and you take that drive and you drive it over to your sibling's house, your auntie, somebody's house, your friend Paul, and you leave it at their house, especially if they happen to have a safe, and then vice versa. You do the same for them. You back their machine up, you keep a copy just in case. Because if something happens, yeah, your edit project is gone. The thing that you're working on for work is gone. But the other important documents that you have in your computer are there. And many of you people have been running the same hard drives for more than 5 years. Also hella dangerous. When a hard drive gets 5 years old, it's just going to quit. At some point, it's going to quit. So I literally date mark my drives in my calendar. When a drive gets 5 years old, I already have it backed up, right? I back it up to another drive. Now, I do have a drive on my desk that I'm waiting for it to die, and it's 8.5 years old. But every time I add something to it, it automatically duplicates in a different location, so I don't have to worry about it. I'm just wanting to see how long I can run this. I almost used that word. I can run this mother hunchy until it dies. But that sucker is still kicking. So I'm going to name that drive Paul.
Which one of us lasts the longest?
Hey, dude, touche. Yo, oh my God. Okay, I swear to God, we're going to do this. At camp, Jeremy brought his son, Ren. Ren is the coolest kid in the world. I don't know where the hell Jeremy came from, but Ren's off the hook. And so at first he's a little shy. And of course, he's trying to be shy around me, Mary Lou, and Jill. I'm like, this not working. If anybody, you better hang out with Daniel Chi. And that's still a stretch because Daniel's pretty outgoing too. But I was teaching nephew how to do some stuff with the network. I was teaching him how to set up, the live stream cameras and explaining to him how to set up NDI because he's going to be helping Jeremy do some streams, for this church client that they have. Anyway, nephew gets comfortable because he had heard me dock a few people. And so he docked Doc. Okay, so we go to Starbucks and we're ordering our drinks. And then he said something crazy. He said to the lady, I need a venti pink drink with something. Now, this is a freaking Gen Z. Your mans don't know about this. I drink coffee black, one cream, no sugar, right? And first of all, can you imagine me rolling up in the Starbucks asking them for a venti pink drink? Yeah, no. And I like the color pink. It just sounds weird. It sounds like I'm about to ask for some Pepto-Bismol because where we come from, pink drink is Pepto-Bismol. And it kind of looked like that, to be honest with you. Anyway, so I was like, nephew, what in the hell is a pink drink? He goes, well, it's a drink that's pink. It says it right in the name, dude. And I was like, and Joe and me, we started laughing. I was like, he just docked Doc. And then Joe was like, whoa, and Mary Lou. And they're like, yo, he just docked Doc. And then Jeremy was like, wait, what? And I was like, yeah, I'm going to give nephew that one. I'm going to give him 150 points. That was solid. It had a nice twist. It had a good top notes of dumbass. Like, it was pretty off the chain. So he was all proud. Because Jeremy's like, yo, I've known this fool like 4 or 5 years. I didn't get a chance to dock yet. And then so nephew was happy as a clam. But it was funny, bro. He got me. He got me with my mouth open. And it was pretty hilarious. It was absolutely hilarious. But yeah, it was great. All right. Yeah, Gretchen said you were in Seattle. Everybody has multi-level Starbucks orders. Okay, this is true. This is absolutely true. All right, so we got to the part about where we know we want to nuke and pave the machine because the machine is acting up. So basically what a nuke and pave is you restart your computer to factory settings on a modern M computer. Now, if you forget this, don't worry, Google it. But on a modern M computer, the way you do such a thing, hold that thought, Mary, hold that thought. Because I am the dumbass with a Mac Mini inside a Pelican case. Porter brace. Protect yourself. You never know. You know what I got in my sacks? Boom. A mini. Wait, that didn't sound good. All right. Anyway, so what you going to do? How did Paul get frozen? That was weird. What you're going to do is when you turn off your machine and when you go to turn it on, you press and hold this button. And you keep holding it until the screen says, do you want to turn it off or go to startup options? You're going to take your mouse and click on startup options. That will take you into where you can like sort of boot your machine. Okay. what? There we go. Let me say this. Let me say this right. What's that little bag Dominion was in? Man, I wonder if you can still catch these, Rich. This is a Porter Brace case, and Porter Brace is famous for like high end video audio equipment protection. If you ever had the news come to your neighborhood, the newsman is liable to throw one of these on the ground and pull out a big ass camera, right? If you've been to a movie set, you've seen Porter Brace everywhere. I wonder if you can still get these, but this is nice because it's just a nice cushion bag. Now, honestly, considering what this is, I bet you this bag would have been 50 plus just because it says Porter Brace. Trust me, you can find something very similar like it. But I happen to have this, and I was telling Katie that we should knit some Mac Mini bags, right? Or not we, meaning she, because she can knit. I think Paul can. I can't. I think Paul can do it. I think I heard Katie and Paul talk about it. Maybe Paul knows how, but he came back from to whence he had came. I don't know where he went though, but he back. Anyway, can you knit, Paul? Didn't you and Katie say, or crochet, one of them?
I'm learning to crochet, but I'm
Okay.
not proficient.
All right. Anyway, yeah. So you just look for something that's kind of cushiony. I would say this has about little less than a quarter inch of cushion all the way around, and it's nice. It's not dense. It's fluffy like a pillow. But I'll see if I can find a link if these Porter braces still exist. I just don't think they do. Oh, you know what I'm looking for? I was looking for this here. Pa-ching. So this one is at 8-inch square Porter brace bag. Well, 8x9. Yeah, 8x9 1/4. That's the answer. Okay, so the button, does the button have a name? She said, Gretchen, I'm not going to fight with you. This is a Mac Mini. How many buttons on the Mac Mini? One. Power button. If you're on a notebook, however, she has a fair point. If you're on a notebook, you got all the keys. It's the one with the dent in it where you tap the finger ID. Not finger ID, touch ID. With the finger ID. I don't know how good Apple would have went with that one. Paul said he used Provision bubble wrap bags. That's actually good too. And that's what this is here. Oh, come here. This is my Roadcaster video, and I use Amazon bag and then the Provision bubble wrap bags. We just call them bubble wrap, dude. We're Americans. We're simple.
It was meant to be the poor version.
Oh, poor version. I thought you said Provision. Sorry, Paul. Man, I can't see his face. There's a notification on his. Oh, I should have left the notification there. Damn. All right, so you're going to press the power button. You're going to go to your startup options, and then you're good. Yes, and Rich is right. Paul, if you're going to use bubble wrap, you want the static-free version, the one that's silver. You know what I mean? I have one in here too, but I can't reach it. Yeah, it's a silver just because it's protected. Anyway, once you get to that thing, to that restart screen, one of the options that you have is that you can just reinstall Mac OS. Now, that's the safe way. You just reinstall Mac OS. It'll write Mac OS right back on top of Mac OS. It will make you log in. And once you log in, it'll be good. And sometimes that works because there was just a file that got corrupted, but it's not one of your document files. It's one of the system files got corrupted. Therefore, it makes your machine slow. Now, what I often also do, it's actually even easier than that, once you have everything backed up and know you have it backed up. And I did recently make a video on how to back up your machine using Carbon Copy Cloner. And I even, in that video, I talked about how to make a bootable drive. So if you look at that, you should be good. If you get scared before you do it, let me know and I'll make a specific video about the bootable drive. That one just takes long because once you set the process in motion, you really are just staring at the screen until it's done. I did it on my notebook where I made a bootable clone of, MacBook. on my MacBook Pro. I made a bootable clone, and it took, I want to say, about 30, 40 minutes. And that's quick for a 2 terabyte, damn near fully loaded, because I was using a fast SSD as the way of getting it in. So if you're using a fast SSD, you're fine. If you're using one of those slow drives like I talked about a minute ago, yeah, it's going to take a minute. So that makes that a little bit hard to do. What is up, LPZ? Good to see you. So now that we have, oh my God, by the way, her workshop was super cool. And that was one of the first times we did a presentation where the ObsBot is following LP around the stage. And it was really cool because we figured out the Ecamm scenes so that she can sort of stay in position while she was running around. And it's just really cool. The only thing it didn't understand is the podium is this tall to Loria, whereas like for the rest of us, it's at our waist. And so every time she went to the podium, the camera was like, where the lady went? Normally it's pretty good at going behind something, but I think the outfit and the podium were similarly colored. So the camera, she had a nice like flowery shirt or whatever. And when you go behind the podium, I think the camera would be like, oh, that's a tree. Oh, I don't know. It was the only thing that was, okay, a little bit short, LP. Not a lot of short, but a little bit. I mean, you're not Diana short, but you're close. Don't tell Diana I said that. Oh my God, you're trying to get me hurt. Anyway, but it was really cool. That one to me was one of the best prezos because the camera movement, it was so good. And it's really weird because you normally don't see that sort of thing in a stage presentation. It was phenomenal. Content was dope. It was really cool. So next time, don't miss camp. You know what I mean? Paul worked his ass off. I didn't even think he was going to come back alive. Like, when he said the next day, everybody has left the hotel. You could hear the holy fucking shit in his voice. Because Paul was like, it was just typing, and you could read it. Everybody has left the hotel. Anyway, let me start clowning. So, we get you your bootable SSD. Best way to do it. But if you want to have more space, then yes, go ahead and get yourself a slow drive. You know, $120 at Costco, Best Buy, whatever. Be about 8 terabytes. And now you have your full backup that's bootable. For this process, I don't necessarily need a bootable backup. I just need my files. And so that is in the video I did on Carbon Copy Cloner. I'm looking for it on the site. It was literally like about 2 weeks ago. All right, so then we're going to boot back to Mac OS, fresh, brand new. So 2 options: reinstall the Mac OS on top, which just gives you a clean install. Oh, I'm sorry, which gives you an install in place is what they call it. And then if you say erase and start all over, then that's going to be what's known as a clean install, and that basically factory resets your machine. Now, another reason why I like to do this is because over the course of time, you install apps to do something one time and you don't get rid of it, right? Or like I installed CapCut, we used it. CapCut said that we're going to steal your kids. And I said, okay, I canceled CapCut, but I never uninstalled it from my machine. And then before they had CapCut for the desktop, I had CapCut for the iPad on my machine because, like I mentioned to you guys before, if you have a Mac Mini any M-based Mac, you can run iPad apps on your computer. Been out since 2020. So oftentimes if there's an iPad app that I really like, I will use it on the computer. It's a little weird, not having touch access, but for the most part, everything works. So first thing I do, and we're going to do the backup. So let's write this on the paper before we forget. We're doing the backup. Okay, if you need more help about that, holler in the chat. I'll explain it again. The next thing I like to do is write down all the apps that I know I have to put back in this machine, right? So not the ones that you think you might need. You install those when you need them, because nowadays installs are normally drag a folder, like Ecamm. You don't really install Ecamm. You copy it to the applications folder. Ecamm is a self-contained app. Something like Final Cut, actually self-contained app. But DaVinci has to install. Like you double click something and it does things. The Stream Deck plugin, it has to install. So you're going to make a list of the apps that you must put back in. Okay, if you happen to have a folder structure that you are absolutely in love with and you don't want to mess that up, screenshot the Fold Destructor. Dang, this little homemade whiteboard is off the chain. And I could just retch up and do one of these. Oh, that's just closer look at my jacked up ass handwriting. Okay, now the other thing that you want to do is if you have something that you set up that is complicated, your printer, your Cricut, your Wi-Fi internet network with manual SSIDs or manual, I can't speak English, IP addresses, screenshot those settings, right? If there's some setting you learned from some nerd or whatever, you can screenshot those settings. Unfortunately, Apple doesn't yet have a way to take like all the settings for this computer. I wish I could save it in iCloud. So that if I go to another computer, I can just hit go and then they'll come back together. You know what I mean? That would be really fancy. Now, that's the main things that you need to do. Rock your backup, list your apps, screenshot any of those, and make sure you have passwords to any important apps that have like custom passwords. Now, I use a password storage app. I use 1Passwords. Apple Passwords is okay because it's free, but 1Password is still better. Don't write them on a piece of paper, old people. That is bad. Do not do that, okay? So get your passwords. One last thing, and then we're ready to rock. I had it in my head, and it just went out the window. Come on, Doc. Anyway, if you have questions about this, holler while I'm doing this. Dang it, what was my other last one? Oh, I got it. Deactivations. Okay, this is kind of good for Gretchen. I know she has a couple of these because they have the same apps. Okay, I'm going to give an example. As you guys know, I use SetApp. I will not use a machine that belongs to me that doesn't have SetApp. SetApp runs on my account 6 machines. So if I delete one, that machine becomes available and I can go and put it back in. But sometimes I have more than 6 machines. Like right now I have 8. So if I wanted to move it to another machine, I have to deactivate one of the machines. iTunes, you could have up to 10 devices. I have way more than 10 devices. So I just had to go through and deactivate all of them to start again and go back and add the ones that I want. Because it can get full at times. Even Netflix every once in a while will log you out, and that's because you've been logging in and out of too many devices, and it gets, nowadays these are sort of automatic. But, if Gretchen is using Topaz, she's going to want to deactivate the license to Topaz on that machine. If you're using DaVinci Pro, you're going to want to deactivate the license for that machine. There are ways for the companies to deactivate these things all at once from a website sometimes, but the ones I can remember, I go and deactivate them before I put them back in, because when you download the app and you try to install it, it's going to be like, oh, you ain't got no more activations. You need to deactivate the other computer. Some of these apps are dumb, and you can't deactivate it without being on the computer that you just erased. So then you got to call support, and it's a whole pain in the butt. So if you have any of those apps and you know about them, deactivate them. That's it in a nutshell. Okay, then what you're going to do is once you're done, what I like to do is go to Find My, and let me see if I can pull this up real quick. I like to go to Find My and just erase it. You can erase it from Find My. Another option is actually this is faster. See, yeah, there you go. Luminar. Luminar is one of the ones that I deactivated as well. Man, they kind of want us to switch to Lifetime, and I don't use it as much anymore because AI. But Luminar is so good. It's such an easy app that many people should jump into. Let me open up settings. System settings. And then, all right, Gretchen, here comes the fun part. Let me get one of these going. And then turn it to system settings. Bingo. Okay. So what you want to do is go into General and go to the bottom. Let me absolutely make that bigger. Sorry, old people. You want to go all the way to the bottom, and the suckers say transfer and reset. If you click upon that, this will let you back up with Migration Assistant. Not a fan. Sorry, Apple. Love you. Migration Assistant and Time Machine suck. I won't use that word. Anyway, so then you just press erase all content and settings. And of course, I can't do that right now. That was dumb. But if you do that, it just asks you for your password, and then you're going to come out with a brand new machine. When your machine starts up, I actually don't need to do that. I can do this. When your machine starts up, it's going to be hello, like brand spanking new, right? And you must be connected to the internet because it has to reactivate the computer. It's going to reconnect the computer to your account. Now, let me do the Find My Way real quick so I can show you. Switch this to Find My. Bingo. Okay. Look at that. Beautiful, lovely island. So I can go to my notebook, and then I can click on info, go all the way down to the bottom and say erase this device. Right? Boom. There you go. It's like literally that simple. Either one of those will work. Both of them, you will need to know your iCloud password when you come back because it's going to ask you what your iCloud password is. And then once you do that, it's going to reconnect you. And then you just got to go back and install your apps. And my apps install in order, super simple. 1Password, Backblaze, because I like to have my backup squared away, and Setapp. I installed those three things first. That allows me to put back most of what I need. You can go into the App Store and check your purchases to re-download the things that you got from the App Store that, sort of need to go back in. And Ecamm is just drag and drop. And that's it. Like, I think nuking and paving the machine every once in a while just to get that sucker clean is off the chisane. So, Gretch, if you have questions, of course, you know how to find me. And don't do this in your minivan while you're driving down the street. That would not be fun. That would not be fun at all. Didn't you just recently do that, Paul? Did you just erase yours?
Well, I need to, but I haven't done it yet.
Oh, you
I
just
was
got a
waiting
new
till after
machine.
camp.
That's what
No,
you
I've
said.
had this one for a year, but
Has it been
it's
that
having
long?
some issues, so I need to do that.
Oh my God. It's been a whole year. It doesn't seem like. I remember we were trying to figure out what to get.
Yep.
Because this time last year, the M4s came out. That's what it is. Yeah. Man, it's crazy.
I think I've had this for 2 years, and it was about a year ago that I got the MacBook.
Allow me to partake in a little beverage. Wait, I can't do it because the straw's backwards.
Don't tilt it.
I'd like be real funny if I dropped this trying to be funny. Oh my God. Yo, what was your favorite part of camp, Paul?
I don't know. I've had a great time this year. It was a lot of
It
fun.
was so good. It was so good.
I was tired when it was over, but it was a lot of fun.
My favorite part is hella stupid. I was sitting there in the back of the room, cheesing like a fat rat, watching Brandon do his presentation. Because 3 years ago at NAB, me, Ken, and Katie had him cornered by the concession stand. Concession stand. What the heck is their confession stand at NAB? And I was like, bro, you need to get off the Yardbird and come over to the Ecamm side. The next year, okay, I want to do this live streaming thing. All right, bet. You know what to do. Ecamm, I got you squared away, blah, blah, blah. Then the next year, okay, I'm ready. So for him to be like super curmudgeon-y about streaming to starting a really incredible show, doing really well, and then to be doing a presentation about this show, it was just kind of fun to me. Like, It was like when I saw Keely and Gigi speaking at people in video. You know, it was just like a thing. So it was funny. I'm cracking up, and his presentation was just good. It was hella funny as well. I definitely don't think the camera would have kept up with him because Brandon was running back and forth. The camera probably would have fell off the
Yes.
tripod. Aubrey, what the hang are you doing? This woman is taping herself up. I can't put this on screen for fear somebody might call the police. She is legit taping herself up. Don't eat the glue, Obs.
Yeah, it was cool at camp watching people like the light bulbs going off in rooms through the different speakers, and it's like, oh wow, or the I didn't realize that. And it was really cool. I think
Yeah.
this was the best one.
I think the other thing that was really cool is, okay, so pre-camp day, me and LP and Joe Casabona and Kat, we all went to go get lunch, and it was super funny because you know how everything is so close in Amesbury, right? Like everything is close. So we went from Portsmouth to Newburyport, which is a short drive. However, for some reason, I think it was Patriots was playing. Yo, the freeway was backed up. And although it's only like 6 miles, Loria is like, why is it taking us an hour to drive to lunch? It's not that far, LP. She's like, no, we've been in the car for like an hour. And I was like, easy, Turbo. Anyway, we went to the Cormorant, the burger place in Newburyport in that little greenhouse. The look on their face after, they're like, oh, so now I understand why we drove this far. And I was like, see, shut up, get in the car.
Yep.
It was really, really cool. But it was just fun. I think we had more time to hang out with our peeps. And, as a person who I learned things at camp, of course, but a lot of this stuff I just do anyway. So for me, it's definitely about getting to hang out with y'all. Brandon was like, we went to dinner and we had our night, Brandon was like, man, that was fun. I'm so glad that y'all said, let's go to dinner. And yesterday, Jill said the same thing about, when we went to, oh, what is curry fries? Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Save this space. You'll find out in 2 seconds. Oh my God, these are crazy. And then, so yeah, meeting Matt. Matt is cool as a pool, man. Like, he's
Yep.
off the hook. So his video is so good. Like, I have to watch the second half of it, but I was watching it on a plane. His video is really, really good. Like, it gives you a true feeling of, like, why we do this and what this is all about, So, yeah, I look forward to some. Sorry, 3D printer was making weird noises. I
Did
look
you ever
forward
get
to
your
this.
grilled cheese or your cheese sandwich?
No, and I saw that you did. You jerk.
Yeah, I figured I had a sandwich. I had half a sandwich for you.
I
I
think
ate
I
the
was
other
in the
for me, but I
airport when you sent that, or we was already at Seattle. And then, okay, but here's what makes it worse, Paul. The second best grilled cheese sandwich in the planet is at Beecher's. So Jill and I get down to the market. Nobody's throwing fish. I said, all right, screw the fish. We walk down, a couple cool artisans making nice leather goods and things. A lot of people in Seattle sell CBD cream for some reason. And then across the street, Beecher's is closed. Like they're doing renovations, and they're doing renovations on the sidewalk. I'm like, listen, bitch, I came all the way here for my grilled cheese sandwich with tomato soup. Like, hands down the best in the world. Not today, Carol. The one at the airport is not the same. The one at the airport is like a solid 8. But the one that's at the market or the original Beecher's, like, them joints, fam, when you pull the cheese, your arm ain't long enough. You got to, like, grab the cheese and pull it back up. And you watch them make the cheese before they put it in your sandwich. And I was like, son of a bitch. I love to bring cheese home from there, too, and I couldn't because it would close.
Thursday, I finally had time to kind of like go walk down into downtown and get out of the hotel. And so I did that. And then after I had the grilled cheese, and I stopped at the ice cream place and had some ice cream. And it was like, okay, I'm happy now. I'm going back to the hotel.
Here, this is a cool picture. that you have to go to Seattle. You have to go to the Purple store. I mean, it is phenomenal. Like a whole entire store dedicated to the color purple. Not the movie, the color. But that was crazy. Jill and I was in Seattle like full ass tourists. We was just acting a fool. I was so bummed that Mary Lou had to go home. I was like, Lou, you're missing this. We're having a great time. Look, this is a picture I call absolute lie. But yeah, it was really cool. Like Seattle's off the chain. I highly recommend it. 10 out of 10. No notes. It's not a war zone. Just go. Like really fun. And Portsmouth, always incredible. We had a really good time in Portsmouth. Like, I don't know, like the weather was kind of perfect. You know, camp was kind of perfect. One of my highlights, of course, of my whole party was this. Bing, bing. I got to see Dina. Yay! I saw Dina and Ed. Man, Ed is an absolute beast, man. Ed is cool as a pool. Look, so Ed is almost as tall as you, Paul, if not taller.
Wow.
The dude in the back is digging his nose. The funny thing is, this is right in front of like LinkedIn and ByteDance headquarters. I was gonna go in and be like, "Hey man, can I get live streaming on my TikTok?" That would have been just pseudo obnoxious. Our team pictures was really cool. That was phenomenal, and of course, the Humpty Dance. Who can forget the Humpty Dance? Ken and Glenn and Mike threw a whole concert. And it was the most hilarious thing. The most hilarious thing you ever seen. Oh, it's too good. All right. Has anybody played with the new Sora? Hey, Rich just liked my video. Thanks, Rich. Wait. I'm going to send you guys this video that I got from Sora, and you guys are going to be like, what in the exact funk is that? I did it.
I downloaded it last night when you sent the link, but I haven't.
Oh, okay. So that's
yet.
2 people I know that use the. I only have a couple invites left, so don't miss out. You're gonna go miss out. Oh man, let me download this video. Rich was just laughing at me.
And just create. The goal is to get
Here. This is so crazy. Like, I can't believe it's really good. It all jokes aside, it's really good. Is it perfect yet? No. And I think that's the hard part is everybody is like, oh, it's not good. And I'm like, yo, we are not at the point that they make you feel like we're at the point where they're like, oh, this AI thing can do. Oh, you want me to change it so that Rich can go in? All right, let's do that. I'm scared what Rich would do with my face, but I'll give Rich access. Oh God, this is going to be terrible. I'm terrified. I was so afraid. I was petrified. Okay, let me go to cameos. And then edit. Cameo access. And then people I approve. Rich. All right, Rich, now you're good, and I'm terrified. I just want you to know I'm ahead of time. I'm terrified. All right, look, let me show you what I did. Hold on. Come here, Mouse. Do what I'm telling you to do. All right, this is going to be hilarious.
Get perfection and just create. The goal is to get 1% better each time. 完全を忘れて作ってみよう。目標は毎回 1% ずつ良くなることです。マハローなりが。
Isn't that crazy? Like, yo, it's absolutely phenomenally bug. Oh yeah, Rich. Let me show you. I found this the other day. Let me show you. Where my overhead went. Eeny, meeny, catch 'em all. This one. All right. So you're in your Cameo page, and you go to here. You go Cameo Access, and then at first I had it on mutuals. But to do what I did, you go to people I approve. I only have 2 followers, you and some dude I don't know. So then I just check on Rich, and then I say done, and then now you're good to go. So that's how you do it. If you want to add like individual people, and not like the whole planet like making your face. Because people have been making like Sam Altman and doing some other kind of crazy stuff. But yeah, I can't believe the whole thing knew how to do the whole message in Japanese. Um, I need to do that today for something else. I can send my Japanese friends like really stupid. I'm gonna see if it'll understand dirty jokes in Japanese. Like if it will mess it up. But yeah, that's super cool. I'm trying to show y'all the other one. I thought I had downloaded it, but it's pretty crazy. I couldn't believe it did it. Oh my god, it was like phenomenal. All right, select and then send. The the quality of the face is where it's at. All right, let me play this one.
Forget perfection and just create. The goal is to get 1% better each try. 完璧を忘れてただ作ろう。目指すのは毎回1%良くなることだ。
That one is so good, you can't even, it doesn't look fake at all. Like, the lip sync on the Japanese is crazy.
Try. 完璧を忘れてただ作ろう。目指すのは毎回1%良くなることだ。
Even the finger. I ain't raised my finger when I did the cameo. Like, both of these times where the hand is moving, I didn't record any of that, dude. I made the cameo, and the cameo made that. That is stupid.
You probably had a
It's-
different finger raised.
Yeah.
The
Rich
sort,
said the voice is off. No, it is, but like for where we're at, like, bruh, where we were last week and where we at this week is crazy. It's Bomba Rude Boy them. It's crazy. So now I know that one of my favorite accounts on the internet is Job Monkey. I could do a whole saying in Sora in Patois. Like trying to tell people to make some videos. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I have to make a video of myself. No, that was AI, dog. That was AI me. Yo, Stevie said, is that you? Yo, it's crazy. So let me see if I can do this. Do this, Brutus. First of all, you can put my phone in NDI. HX Capture. Start capturing. Start the broadcast. Boom, 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 boom. And the beat go. And the beat goes on. And the beat goes on. All right, so you go in here, and then when you say make a cameo, you basically you hit this, and then you press this guy, and the little circle at the top, and it makes a video of yourself. And once you do that, all you gotta do is come over here and hit the plus sign, and then say you want to say something. All right. What do I want to say? What do I want to say? Don't remove my voice, tall boy. I don't trust you either. All right. All right. Yeah. And when I was seeing the Hicksville Bosun, I read that first and I thought you was mistyping Rich's thing, but he didn't come as Bigger Fish today. He came as Rich. So don't ask me why my eyes did that. I hang out with Brandon for a week and now I'm dyslexic. What do I want the video to say? Let me say something stupid. I'm gonna just ask it to make up his own. So you have to put. I don't know if you have to put the name of the avatar in the front or in the back. I think they're doing it sort of like Flux Laura, which is you name the person that you're doing a cameo. So if I wanted to do a cameo of Rich, I would do, like if Rich was Bigger Fish on Sora, I would just type at Bigger Fish, blah, 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 and it would allow me to, boom. Dude, I want to, you know what, Tall Boy, it's funny you should say that. I'm fixing to make a video about this, but we'll do it right now since we're here. All right, anyway, let me do this real fast. Create a video of a... let me make sure I do this right. No, I'm about to spell it wrong. P-A-T-O-I-S. Yes, I got it. All right, cool. So I just press enter and see how long it takes. It does take a minute, but y'all can't see the little squirrely thing on the bottom, but it should come back up in a second. Oh, you see the draft spinning right there. We'll let that go. We're going to see what happens. Okay, so Tall Boy, this is something that I've been wanting to do, and I'm going to show y'all something. It's crazy. Oh, you got in? Okay, B, I was going to say if you need one, text me. And dude, when is your next day off? I want to go shoot. I got the baby Leica. I want to go shoot some pictures. Holla. I'm joining y'all late cooking dinner. Oh, dude, sea bass. I had basa yesterday, which is more like catfish, but it's similar in texture and quality to sea bass. This afternoon, led my ukulele group, and then went to the pub. So I may or may not learn something. I thought you was going to say I may or may not lean. That'd be Dave like this. Dave just came back from the pub, couple pints deep. All right, Paul, watch for anything Dave might say weird in the comments, just in case we got to put homie in timeout. Dude, man, nothing like a good pub crawl, though. I appreciate that. All right, so I'm waiting for the Sora video. It might take a second, so let me do this. Nope. I'm going to go ahead and see what Rich did. I don't trust Rich. It said notifications. Oh, God, here we go. Is this safe to play on the internet, Rich? It won't do it. It won't do it. As soon as I turn on screen broadcast, oh my God, dude, this is funny. Come on, volume.
Clock hit zero. Last drive killed us. Can't believe it. We worked all week for this. Feels like we got robbed out here. Defense couldn't get off the field. We got to own it, but it stinks. Fans are angry. I'm angry. Look at 1 to 24. That's the board. Clock hit zero. Last drive killed us. Can't believe it. We worked all week for this. Feels like we got robbed out here. Defense couldn't get off the field.
Yo, listen. Rich is dirty, y'all.
That's the board, man. We let it slip.
Clock hit zero. Last drive killed us. Can't believe it.
We worked all week for this. Feels like we got robbed out here. Defense couldn't get off the field. We got to own it, but it stings.
Fans are angry. I'm angry. Look at
1 to 24. That's the board, man. We let it slip.
Clock hit zero. Last drive killed us. Can't believe it.
We worked all week.
Freaking Rich. That's dirty, Rich. That's dirty. I tried to do a cowboy spoof on Sora and it wouldn't let me. It said it didn't want to waste his energy. Take that. Yo, that's super good, bro. Dang, this stuff is crazy. This thing is absolutely crazy. Okay, let me pull up this real quick. This family. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Y'all can get mad at me because y'all gonna be like, Doc always trying to make me spend money. Blah, 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 blah. Family, if you use Notion, The new Notion AI, holy shnikes. It is crazy. Like crazy. So I'm going to show you real quick. Let me pull this son bitch up. Paul, you guys are gonna have to run class. Damn it. I gotta do something. With Emma. Family. I'm gonna do this real quick for Corey, then I gotta go. Alright, come on, damn it. Notion. Man, I opened Notion 4 times, but I kept typing the words and then clicking off of it, so it never launched the damn app. He's stupid. Alright, here we go. Oh, you know why? Because Notion's already open, it's in my teleprompter. Damn, son. I am so out of practice. It's phenomenally insane. Like it's killing me how bad this is. All right. So let me go to a new page in Notion real quick and open in a new tab. I'll fix this in a second. All right. I'll fix this. Let me fix this. Let me fix this. Yo, this thing is so nuts, bruh. All right, so let me come over here, move this. Actually, I should just fix this real quick. Let me just copy this and copy Paul. Bingo. And put this peanut head dude over here. There, that's better. All right, so we're gonna do this. Oh, I didn't want to open that one. I wanted a new page. I see what you did. I just want a new page. All right, so let's do this. Why'd you do the meeting? I didn't ask you for that. Hold on. It's just remembering stuff from the last time I did this.
Apparently has a good memory.
No, it's because I didn't put this title up in the top yesterday when I made the video. So it doesn't have a page name. So when I keep hitting new page from the list, it's trying to show me that new page and not the new page that I want. Okay. This is going to make sense in a second, Corey. Okay. So here's where it gets nuts. Here's where it gets nuts. I click on this little dude right here. Boom. And then I say, microphone check. I want to build a Christmas gear guide for content creators. Build me a database that will link to pages that will build this gear guide. Actually, I want to fix that. I don't want to say it that way. Let's just let it do its thing. I don't want to do that because I want to just I don't want to tell it to build the databases. I want it to think by itself. I want to build a comprehensive gear guide Christmas list for content creators. These content creators will be beginning to intermediate people who record videos, post to YouTube, record podcasts, do small social media content. This gear guide will be focused towards the main staples for building a studio as well as building remote video kits. So we're thinking audio, video, lighting, software, desktop accessories. These are just nice to have, but you don't need it. And alcohol. Create that page. I'm going to leave it at that. The last part was dumb. I lost my thought. But that's why I like talking to my prompts, okay? Watch this, dude. This is borderline stupid. Like, this is borderline stupid. Go. And what? You don't even know you had to make these things? Oh, are you watching this? Are you seeing what's going down? Like, if my screen wasn't so small, this where actually, let me move it off the screen so I can make it bigger for you guys. It is crazy, like how good this is. There. Like, it is crazy how good this is. All right, so first of all, it made the whole page. How to use the guide, right? So you got starter, builder, level up, audio, lighting, camera, extras, right? Builder, XLR mic, audio interface. Anyway, it goes down the list. So here's the breakdowns. And now I want to start adding things to the list. Okay? So we click this one. We click this one. So here we go. Let's add a dashboard to the top where I can click on individual pages that will take me to the different gear guides based on each, let's say, call it niche or echelon or production style. Think video and podcasting and webinars and conference calls. Let it do that thing. Right? Boom. Look, this is so crazy. Now, it doesn't get it 100% right, but it's pretty good. And so now, see, it's creating the pages, the pop-outs. It's sticking them on the bottom. Now, hopefully, it will go in and build a little, like, fanciful-looking database. It says updating the main page, so it's still doing it. Inserting the dashboard content. There's the pages that it created. They're already here. Can we see at the top? Is it doing it up here? Yep, there it is. Bingo. So now, if I click on the video gear guide, there you go. So now all I do is start adding in links. I'm good to go. That's simple. Like, oh my God. It is that simple. So what we're going to do now, right, is I'm going to put this in the community tab, and I'm going to make this thing public. I will make a page that's public, and we're going to collect links. So when you see something, say something. You're going to come to this page, and you're going to just add that link. And then we're going to community build a comprehensive guide before BFCM. I can't speak it. Before BFCM, Black Friday, Cyber Monday. And then hopefully, if I can figure this thing out in Notion, you're going to just be able to click it, moan with it. That's it. And you're going to add stuff to it. But the only thing I have on my Christmas list right now, specifically, Corey, is I kind of want to embiggen my 3D print game because I'm making some crazy stuff. That's it. And then my other Christmas wish list, I'm about 230 people short, but I'm going to hit that 20,000 before Christmas. That's it. That is all. Anyway, I need to run, unfortunately. I have to take care of these little children. Some big stuff happening. Super cool. Paul, you don't mind running class? You good? Don't
I can do that.
Make sure the other Paul cleans erasers and wipes the blackboard.
Okay.
And then because he's British, he got to wear the school uniform. The school.
Well, it'd be easier now that Siri does translations from English to UK English. So
What he
I'll be able to-
posted, what he posted yesterday after the video the day before. I spilt my coffee this morning.
Who, me?
I left a comment on that video. You just wait till you read it.
Okay, the video I posted last night.
You want English American translation?
Right.
When you say, "Are you constant?" Yeah, it comes across as a whole different thing.
Oh, I got it. Can we say regular? When in the
Yeah.
U.S. we say, "Are you regular?" Paul's saying that if you say, "Are you constant?" to a Brit, they want to know if your bowels are.
I
hella
was waiting
functioning.
for a thumbnail of you sat on the porcelain.
That's funny, Paul. That is funny. Why does this not work? It's so strange. I don't know. That is crazy. Let me try that again. Do I got my settings right? Oh, I can use Rode. Never mind. I almost forgot. All right, I'm going to show this to Rich real quick because I am super proud of what I'm making. It's kind of cool. All right, so do I have the... Dude, the NDI camera on the Rode thing, family, it is so good. It is absolutely good. I can't believe how good it is. Let me make this. Dude, my office is an absolute shambles. I can't wait to come back up in here and fix this son of a bitch. All right. I don't know why it has a huge border.
How long before it finishes?
Tomorrow. Don't look at that. I charge money for that shot.
I was going to say, you're on the wrong channel.
I was like, what the hell did I click on? Yo, it's super cool. It's basically octopus that can hold wine bottles. And I got the idea from Dane Fox. So anyway, the girls just texted me, so I gotta run. I will see you guys on Tuesday. Thank you guys for coming through. I will work on getting this Christmas list up, and then I'll post it in the community tab on YouTube. So if you see something, or if you're just looking for ideas, like hopefully you'll be able to leave comments on that post. If you're looking for ideas for, things to get yourself prepared for, something you want to switch, something you want to upgrade, let's talk about it so we can get that going. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Okay. Bye-bye.
City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine.